What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video on this beautiful Tuesday, and we have received our first quote, our first renewal quote. Well, no, this is our second renewal quote, but this time it came from our main insurance person, and it's with Geico. Here's the stipulations. Geico has no restrictions or limitations on how many trucks or drivers you can add to this policy. That's what my insurance agent told me if I accept this Geico policy. Let me say that again. Geico has no restrictions or limitations. Any age truck, it don't matter if the driver just got their CDL yesterday. It don't matter if the truck is from 1980, 1950, or if it's from 2025, 2026, 2028. No limitations, no restrictions. Add as many people as you want onto the policy. All right, because I got to make sure, if I go this this lease route, Pimpski and Ryder, I got to make sure that those trucks can be added onto the policy and drivers can be added on, and for all y'all that looking for the new Russian carrier, I gotta make sure my insurance policy allows me to be the new Russian carrier if I decide to go that route. So I'm letting you know what's going on. I'm not saying I'm gonna start up a Russian carrier. I'm just saying let me get in position just in case one day I just happen to wake up and say, you know what, bring the drivers on. Okay. It all starts with the insurance quote, because some insurance people, providers, they don't allow you to grow that fast. From what I understand, some of these people, like OOIDA, for example, you can't. I don't think you can add more than 2 drivers a year, 1 driver a year, something crazy like that. I don't deal with insurance carriers like that. I don't want no restrictions. My business is growing. I need to be adding people on and taking people off as needed. Okay, so we got a General Freight quote, 1997, get the truck quoted, all that good stuff. He came back with the quote, and the quote is better than the first renewal quote that I got from Progressive. This quote is about $5,000 less. It's actually what I'm paying right now for insurance. The exact same monthly prices that what I'm paying right now. So I'm not gonna accept the quote just yet, because like I told him, hey, see if you can find something cheaper, because I don't mind paying what I'm paying right now, but if you can find something cheaper, that'd be great, with the same limitation and restrictions. I don't want none of that. So he looking, but if he can't find nothing, I'm fine with this quote right here. But I definitely gotta come on here and tell you, I'm gonna be in business to the end of October 2026. So at this point, I'm not worrying about anything. This is 2 times in a row I done started a fresh authority, made it through the first year. Most new business ventures, I understand they fail within the first year, 2 and 3, or whatever the freaking statistics is. I don't know. I've been in business for 5 years, well, 4 years, since 2021. You want to know one thing that I just found out? I thought, what's his name? Calvin Leach. I thought Calvin Leach had his authority since like the 1990s. You know what I found out? Both of us started our authority around the same time. Me, him, and S125. We all started our authority at the same time. I thought these guys had the authority since like the 90s. I just found out that. I said, what, man? We all got the same. My DOT number is 326-6033. Something tells me that DOT number is higher than mine's. Because I know SoCal DOT number is lower than mine's, because he started his DOT, I think he, I don't know, 2017, 2018, or maybe before that, I don't know, but I know his number is way lower than mine. So that's interesting to know. I thought these guys had been, I found that to be new. And the only reason I heard that is because he was saying he started right before COVID. See, I didn't know that. I thought he had his authority this whole time. Okay, but that's just something that I found out. I'm just glad to be able to have a lot of options in this beautiful world we call trucking. You know, the ability to, you know, run my motor carrier. If I need to go hang out at Mr. Charlie Company, go take a W-2 position, I can go do that while having my authority. I can go to the oil field, I can go work with a Russian 1099, I can go learn flatbed, car hauling. I can get out the industry and go do something else and still have my authority. I can go on vacation whenever I want. I mean, whenever I want. This home time you see me taking for the last whole year, I can continue down this path. I just like the freedom, man. I know a lot of people say when you get your authority, there's no such thing as freedom. And that may be the case for 99% of the people. I understand I'm the 1%, so I can't, what I do in my business, I understand a lot of people ain't gonna be able to do this. You know, you mess around and get a high insurance quote, you ain't gonna have no freedom. You're not gonna have no freedom. You out here, you choosing these $2,000 plus a month insurance quotes. Wow. I did also tell him to give me a quote on hauling frozen produce, frozen goods and produce, just to see, like, if I add on refrigerated freight to this policy, how much more would it increase, just in case I decide one day I want to go up to Super Ego and rent me one of them reefer trailers and you know, just go have fun with it around the United States. This is a policy, unlimited miles, you know, for all y'all that think I just do this 100-mile radius crap. Unlimited mile policy with Geico, okay? All of my policies is unlimited. So there you have it, man. You know, that first quote I got back was for $19,000. Some of y'all would say that's wonderful. It ain't good to me. Now it's who can beat the current policy. Who can beat the current policy? Now he is working on getting a cheaper policy. This is just the first quote he got back. He's still waiting on other quotes to come back, and then, like I said, I got other insurance agents, they looking also. But this quote is for general freight and me hauling frat sand in my pneumatic tanker and in the oil field. That's what this current quote is for with Geico. I told him, you know, hit me back with a quote on reefer too, because if it's just, you know, I don't know whether to go about, because I ain't never got quoted for it. But if it's just an additional $2,000-3,000 or something like that, I add that on too. Even though I may not pull a reefer, I just add it on just in case. I feel like one day, you know, wanting a reefer. Then I asked him, I said, well, if my 1997 truck break down, can I just pull off my policy, and I got, you know, some other trucks laying around, can I just add that on? Yep, you can do that. No limitations, no nothing. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Cool. That's what I like to hear. That's how Progressive is too. Progressive is the same way, but I know Great West, they don't operate like that, man. If you're not gonna be pulling no trucks off and adding no truck on, you know, once you put the truck on, it's on now to the policy end. I don't like that situation. But brother just thankful he gonna stay in this trucking thing another year with a real decent policy, you know. I still got the October 15th before I have to choose a policy. That's still 2 months from now. Right now I don't have no insurance payments, and to be honest, it only take me 30 days to pretty much pay for the whole policy if I wanted to. But I pay this stuff monthly because a lot of stuff can happen in trucking. I don't want to pay my insurance up front simply because, like what happened to me back in I think 2024 or 2023, whenever I just went and did W-2. I want to be able to just, hey, look, I'm doing something else, cancel the policy. I'm gonna hang out with Mr. Charlie. I went and hanged out with Mr. Charlie for a whole year. I went to North Dakota, started doing water hauling, then I went to Love's. Then when Miss Charlie finally fired me from Love's, I said, okay, strike back up the policy again. See, I like that situation. I want to be in that situation. I like those situations. So if I want to go be a company driver right now, I can do it. They fire me, I go start up my truck. If the truck break down, I go hang out at the Russians. If the Russians won't hire me, the Americans will. If the Americans won't hire me, they got the people buying all the truck stops right now. They ain't Vladimir. I ain't never messed with them people. Are they Arab or Bosnian? They them people from California. Are they Indians? They might be Indians. But y'all see now, that group of people, now they buying up truck stops. See, they taking their trucking money. You remember that $1.45, $1.30? They taking that $1.30, $1.40 money, they buying truck stops. Now you showing up, getting scale tickets, buying showers from them, buying sodas out the back. Cause they here it goes. And as long as you gotta go, you're gonna be able to take what you make out of this trucking thing and go do what you need. See, now they don't drive a truck. Now they run a truck stop. And guess where you gonna go park? You don't wanna park at Lowe's. Nah, you wanna go park at the mom and pop. You know why you wanna park at the mom and pop? That the Bosnians or Vladimir and all that's running? Cause you know at them truck stops, you know they got a lot, that parking lot. I know, listen to me truck drivers. The reason why you don't want to park at Love's and that Pallet is because you know they got security over there, but over there with them foreigners, that parking lot jumping. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It'll be a whole dirt parking lot full of nothing but potholes and mud, and you still gonna park there. You still gonna park there. I know. And they charge for parking. Love's is free. Pilot and TA free. I'm pay. You still gonna pay. You gonna pay that $20, $25. I know, yeah. I know they making a killing. It's so sad. It's so sad they're able to save their money, have a goal, and invest. One day we gonna have, a tricycle to show for our hard work. I don't know when it's gonna. I'm just playing. Okay, let me not do that. Okay. Moving on. Somebody just text me? I need to change my phone number. When you get a dirt cheap insurance quote, you own the truck, or you got multiple trucks, I don't care if they in the grass, they ain't working, and you can go and work, a regular job or a regular trucking job, or you can go up to the Russians and in like a month of work, you can repair everything on your truck. Part wise, like if you got a 12.7, water pump, oil pump, air compressor, clutch, all that, you can do all that in like 30 days. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. If 2025 wasn't a good year, maybe 2026 will be a good year. Every year is not a good year in trucking. Some years are good, some years are bad. That's part of running the business. Like I said, I opened up my trucking company in 2021. We in 2025. 2022, that was an awesome year. 2023 was awesome. 2024, I didn't even have no insurance. I was over there hanging out with Mr. Charlie. Then 2025 hit. 2025, I ain't made the most money. But the ROI compared to the expenses is all the way down to the bottom. Because I already told you, the only thing I bought this year was one tire, a brake, or a brake drum, and some AC components. That's it. So, I fit some lights and stuff. But other than that, like $2,000 something in expenses and a bunch of income. Same thing with the YouTube business. 100% ROI, because it's 100% ROI. There ain't no expenses. It's all money in, zero out. There ain't no expenses. So I think my business is doing pretty good. Like I said, they ain't making $1 million, but the ROI is up there. And if I still want to take on all that risk, that I was telling y'all back, you know, in yesterday's video, hey, I can still take on all the risks. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm, you know, Geico, that's Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett, you know, he done his research, he analyzed the company, and he said, he read, hey Andrew, I take on the risk. He about, what, 99 years old. So of course he gonna take a chance on little old Andrew, cause guess what? He's a multi-billionaire. So why not take on the risk? I know Warren, I feel you, shoot. Geico, hey, shoot. That's what I'm talking about. He got plenty of money, he'll take on the risk. My insurance is good. Yeah, I'm gonna start asking, what kind of insurance you got? I got Warren Buffett insurance. That's the insurance I got right there. Yeah, we don't run out of money over there. So if we hit something, you gonna get paid. Warren Buffett got the money. You gonna get paid. You gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. Warren Buffett insurance. But anyways, man, just thought I'd come on here and let y'all know that we got a reasonable quote. We still looking for quotes. We got 2 months, but this quote right here, if all else fails, if I can't find nothing low, I am satisfied with this quote. If I get the quote from Reefer, I'll let y'all know. But if the Reefer quote is too high, then I just be a drive-in. You know, I can do drive-in, intermodal, frac sand, and some other stuff, you know, power only, all that good stuff. But there you have it, man. Alright, I'm getting on up out of here, man. It's getting dark, getting late. Y'all have a good day. I don't think I'm gonna be on StreamYard tonight, but I'm just happy, man. I'm just happy because when renewals come up, you know, you never know what can happen. And you know me, I ain't gonna accept no high insurance quote. I'll shut everything down and go hang out with Mr. Charlie. Have that cash on the side for when they Mr. Charlie say, hey Andrew, you got to go. If you didn't hear, it's going down over there at the UPS. They on strike. They started strike last night in 7 states. Andrew, what they going on strike for? I told you what they going on strike for. Mr. Charlie gave them 2 more weeks, and Mr. Charlie ain't playing. Didn't Asian Man just do a video on this earlier today, or something like that? UPS ain't playing. They done started shutting down other hubs. They not playing. They let them workers go. Them workers, now they tried to hurry up and take that 2 week. Hey, wait a minute, home. Don't let me off. Can I take it? No, you can't take it. It's too late. It's too late. So, if y'all didn't hear the news about DEF, the EPA, I guess this new EPA, they are about to remove the 5 mile per hour D rate for all y'all that's got emission trucks. They finna take away this 5 mile per hour D rate, so trucks no longer D rate. Even if you run out of DEF, the truck is still run. It won't D rate at all. They finna get rid of this. So a lot of y'all may have to go to the shop and get this new update, because I guess it's gonna, they claim it's gonna be a worldwide, you know, update for all people that got emission trucks. That's what they claiming. Why are they doing this though? Well, I'll let you know why they're doing this, because when AI is driving the truck, AI, you know, it may run out of DEF or it may derate. So they got to make sure that if ain't nobody in the truck, that this AI truck going 5 miles per hour down the interstate, you know, they got to make sure it can still, you know, drive a reasonable speed. They ain't thinking nothing about you. They only doing this because AI. Just in case, just, you know. Now I know you heard about some of these trucking companies putting AI cameras up in the window. But you ain't okay. It ain't gonna happen in your lifetime. I get it, truck driver. You just everywhere. If they get rid of everybody and AI taking over, then what we gonna do for work? Everybody just got fits on. We'll figure all that out as the years go on. Boy, this child support, real quick, let me tell you about child support. Talked to my brother, and I told y'all he got a court date at the end of this year. Talked to my brother. He told me he no longer work. He been working 2 jobs for I don't know when for a long time, but he told me recently He quit one of his jobs because his baby mama had won child support over him like 2 months ago. They put him on child support, and he already paying child support for another kid. He take care of all his kids. He got his own house. He married. My brother just got married, you know, last year. But anyways, he got put on child support, and as he was working, too much was coming out to where he couldn't afford his house. He couldn't afford his house payment no more. So he quit the job, quit one of his jobs, and now he running Uber around the town. He an Uber driver. Well, I had to think about it. I said, well, I mean, if he continue working a W-2 job, he gonna lose the house because he already working 2 jobs. He can't work a third job. He already maxed out in hours, you know, so the only option was, okay, I gotta drop this job and start making some 1099 income so I can pay my house, because without the house, you can't get custody of the kids, you can't take care of no kids. And we all should know this as truck drivers. You ain't taking care of no kid with no house, no apartment, no nothing. They don't live in semi-trucks. The kids can't live in a car. You need a house or an apartment. Matter of fact, if you dare try to go and win custody, you ain't got no house and no apartment, you just wasting time, money. They may send you straight to jail just for being stupid. So he trying to go get full custody at the end of this month, and I do believe he'll get it, but we'll see how they go. I helped him win his first child support custody battle like 7 years ago, where I paid like $2,000+ for a lawyer so we could win custody over my niece, and he had got full custody. They took him off child support. So oh yeah, that's actually his first time getting put back on child support in 7 years. So he knows if he get full custody and he win, they'll remove the child support, and everybody be happy, except the baby mamas. But, well, y'all know the baby mamas just go get another guy anyway, and the new guy pay all the bills. These relationships are not lasting, guys. People only be in a relationship like 2-3 years, and then it's on to the next person. You know, that's why I'm in a lot of relationships right now. You know, because my time limit is short. Shoot, I'm like, man, who is this? I got to sometimes be that. Send me a picture of you. Who are you? Who are you? Why you got my number? How you get my number? How you get? They keep my number because they think I make a lot of money. You know these people. Where did I meet you at? Make a lot of money. Who told you I make this kind of money? I had to go back to the regular fit just so people don't think I'm broke. Maybe they think because I got a trucking company that I make $1 million. Anyways, man, let me get on up over here. Oh, but I will say one thing, though. If I ever decide to take on all this risk, run up these, these miles, it's 600-700 miles a day, according to ChatGPT, I probably do about 20,000 a month, So she was at 8,000. She gonna have to double that. That was 1621. So she don't need to know that though. She don't need to know that. That's between me and y'all. That's if I want to take on all this risk. But it sounds like I ain't got to take on all that risk now, because insurance, they coming back. But they coming back. They saying, hey Andrew, wait a minute, hold on now. Before you had to go out there and do that, we got a policy to where you can go and you remember how you said you want to start the Russian fleet? We got the policy over at Geico for you. Okay. Okay, well, that's what I'm talking about then. How many of y'all ready to drive the latest shoe shine? That's what y'all want, right? Y'all want brand new truck, plastic on the seat. I'm gonna let Pimpski know. I'm letting them. Look, I got drivers. They want the plastic on the seat. They want the new truck. Repower already got the new trailers for you. We're gonna combine this together. Y'all know the deductions, okay? And everything gonna be fine. I'm gonna let you go all over the place. I'm talking about all over hell and beyond. If you want to just do California and gross your 10,000 every week like clockwork, got you covered. That's why I'm trying to get the reefer insurance now, just so I can have y'all covered. So y'all can come over here and get your 10K. I'm working on it. Just give me time. I'm working on it.